All right, welcome back. This is the newest episode of the Sioux City Show. I've lost count of what number we're on, but today in the studio I have the four-time gold medalist this year at the state track meet for Iowa, Jorma Schwedler, right?
Last name? Schwedler, yeah.
All right, perfect. So how many gold medals do you have total besides just this year?
6.
6 total?
Yes.
Damn. So this year got 4. Last year was there 2?
Last year I won the 200. We would have won the 4x4, but we got disqualified for stepping on the line.
Okay.
And then my freshman year we won the 4x4.
Okay, nice. So do you have like all of the school records now in the open sprints?
I do not have the open one.
Who's got
record? Brady Wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How far off are you?
Like 2/10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So I guess like I went to school at Sergeant Bluff. Oh, for the record, I went to school at Sergeant Bluff. But I went to school at Sergeant Bluff when, before me, track wasn't something that like people really even did. Like you, during the spring, you either didn't go out for a sport or you went out for golf and kind of just dicked around the whole time. So is like the track culture being taken very strongly at Sergeant Bluff now?
I think last year after we kept winning the 4x4 year after year, that was bringing more interest throughout the school. Like, hey, we're actually winning stuff at state. And then this year, I think we really put track on the map, and it's gonna, especially like the younger kids are gonna look up to it because, before this year, Sergeant Bluff had 5 total state championships for individuals.
Yeah.
This year at state track, our team brought home 7 state titles, and then Sergeant Bluff's first ever team championship.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Any sport. So I think that's gonna make kids want to go out more. So they.
For sure.
Yeah.
And there's like that whole thing too that like steel sharpens steel. Like once you get a lot of talented people on the team together, anybody who gets added on, it just keeps raising that talent bar. Because when I was in high school, I think that the year before I went out for track my first time as a sophomore, and I think there was like, I don't know, 5 people on the team the year before, maybe 10. Like it was tough for them to fill all the events, and like they were just scratching some events. Then I went out, and at the time we were still running against, we just shifted from 2A to 3A a couple years before.
Okay, yeah.
And we were still like shifting out of being in the War Eagle conference, so we were still playing against like all of the small 1A schools around, Hinton, Galen, Catholic, all those small schools. So we went out for track, and like during all of these small events, we were like, Jesus, we're sophomores and we're winning every race. We're gonna kill shit when we go to state. And then you get to that first like district meet where we're running against Heelan and Lamar's and stuff, and the game changed a little bit once you get around like actually fast people.
Yeah, I think that's what helps. Like our new conference, we run against a lot of 4A schools at our regular season meets. So we're used to running against like bigger schools when we go to state, and it's like almost when we run at state, we're running against smaller schools than what we're used to.
Okay.
And I think that helps a lot, just having competition throughout the whole season.
Yeah. So I mean, what's it feel like to win 4? How?
I mean, maybe like I've being a state champion before, like my first 3 wins. It was like, okay, yeah, I won. But it was like when I crossed the finish line the 4th time, and I was like, oh, I just did something.
Right.
I don't know. Like it was a little hard to hold back the tears. Like it was, I don't really know how to explain it, like the feeling, but it was amazing. Like just the accomplishment.
Nice. Do you ever like, so since you're like objectively faster than most of the dudes that you're lining up against, do you ever like say some crazy shit when you're getting down in the blocks before like a 100?
No, I mean, I'm actually tend to try and like make friends with the top runners in the state.
Okay.
So like we're all chill with each other, most of the kids that I'm next to. So like if I win or they win, like we're happy for each other.
Okay.
So it's like I don't really like the.
Are you really happy for them if they win though?
Yeah, I mean, especially running against 4A schools for like the season, I always, after my 100, I was sitting there watching, waiting to see Ardell Inlay.
Okay.
See what he plays, because I've been running with him the whole season, and we've, I think, built a friendship. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I was hoping to say that you just said some terrible shit to him.
No, I don't really like to roll that way. I just,
Okay.
I'm chill with everybody.
I like it. So, like, what's the off season look like? Are you just kind of like sticking to track and training in the off season, or is there multi-sport? What's
Absolutely not. It's pretty much track's over. I gotta gain 30 pounds before fall.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're going like you really like put on mass takeoff.
Yeah,
sport specific.
Yep.
Okay.
And because if I stay where I'm at right now and I go and I'm playing halfback against these 200-pound linebackers, I'm gonna get hurt. So like, I don't know. I just kind of build my body or condition my body for the sport that I'm in at the time.
Nice. Do you have a diet regimen or like I guess a specific workout regimen that you're going on?
During the summer, I lift like mainly heavy, just heavy mass gaining stuff because my metabolism is ridiculous. I eat 2 pounds and lose a pound. So
right. Okay.
It's hard for me to gain weight, so I really gotta like stick to making sure I get 3 big meals a day. And
Okay. I used to be the same way, so watch out as soon as you get 20. Things change with that metabolism. I hope for your sake it doesn't, but it changes quick.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like, at the state track meet, what is, I guess, like, when I was in high school is all I can refer to. I was in high school at one point. But, what is the perception? Is, like, Western Iowa, like, really, really something to worry about now? Because I know when I was at state track, like, there was a couple people from Sergeant Bluff, a couple people from Healing. In the 3A class, there might be a couple Council Bluffs people, but then it was, like, all Cedar Rapids, basically, like, was who was really doing shit when I was in high school. So is it, like, Western Iowa heavy now, or?
For 4A, yes.
Okay.
3A, it's Western right now. That's just at that track meet, a lot of guys I was running against in the finals I've seen before at districts or other meets. Okay. But 4A, it's a lot of Eastern Iowa guys, Des Moines area.
Okay. Was there anybody you were really worried about in any of the races this year?
Yeah. Definitely at the state meet, I was a little nervous in the one just because right after prelims, I hate being first out of the prelims going into the finals because like they're coming for you now. Yeah. They're focused more than they've ever been. And last year I got second in the 100, and I was ranked first out of the prelims. Okay. And this guy just came out of nowhere and beat me by 5 thousandths. Really? Yeah. So I kind of hate being the guy that's hunted. I like being the guy that's doing the hunting. But, it all comes down to execution, really, and just not worrying about anybody else and just running your race.
That's what's up. So, and you are a junior, so you got another year left, right? Yep. Repeating again next year with
that's
3 opens and...
That's why I kind of hate that I did that this year because, now I got that pressure on my back that's what's expected of me now. And I think I just got to not let it get to my head and just act like I never did it.
Well, I feel like it's not expected of you because, like, the fact that, like, somebody did it once is wild. You know, like, what was I think somebody since, like, 65 was the first time in 3A since.
I'm the 20th athlete to ever do it in Iowa, all classes.
Damn.
And I'm the first kid since 1965 to do it in 3A.
That's wild. That's dope, man.
Yeah. I don't even believe it yet. But.
So don't worry. I don't feel like anybody's going to be bummed if you don't do that next year. I mean, I'm sure you will, but I don't think that's the expectation.
It's the goal, though.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So who else on your team is, like, really tearing it up? I know that you weren't the only one to even take gold in individuals, so.
We had Max Murphy. He got first in the high hurdles. Okay. And the 110 highs. But our, what's it even called? Shuttle hurl relay got first.
Nice.
And then our 4x8 went absolutely insane. Nice. Dropped. They set the school record at districts, ran an 809. The school record before that was an 812.
Really?
Yeah, and then at state they ran a 758.
Nice.
And that was crazy. Like.
Wow. So the school record was 812.
Yeah.
And then they
set
by
them last year.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then they just to set the school record by 14 seconds over 2 weeks is.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I was super proud of them.
You said there was a headwind at state. Was there like for all the events, all days, or?
No, I mean it was over 3 days, and it was it's weird in that little U that they got.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been there, right?
Yeah.
So, like the wind changes directions all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If you looked at our prelim stats, my heat had minus 2.3 seconds. The next heat had plus 2.3.
Oh, really? That's
so
wild.
it was just changing all the time.
That's
and
crazy.
So.
Was it like decent weather though? Like
Yeah.
Nice.
I hated my Thursday. When I ran my open 4, I thought I was gonna pass out for sure because it was 92 degrees and windy, but the wind felt like a hairdryer.
Yeah, yeah.
And they at state you have to like line up super early, and they had no water over there, so everybody's just dying.
Wow, yeah, I bet. In a 400, like you really got time to think about it too. That's what a lot of people don't realize about the 400 is like that two. Once you get past like I don't know like the 150 all the way up until like the 250, you're kind of just like thinking about how bad it sucks.
Yeah.
There's not really much going else on besides like it's not intense at that moment. You're just trying to keep a pace and like Jesus Christ, what am I running this race for? That's what I ran the 800s for a while, and then like you got way too much time to think about how bad an 800 sucks. So I was like, I'm out of this. I'm 1, 2s, and 4s from now on.
Yeah, fours are awful.
Yeah. But the nice thing about 4s is you really don't got to be that fast of a dude to like excel at a 400. You just got to be able to put up with how shitty it is for like 40 seconds longer than everybody else does.
Yeah, I mean, because we have 4 or 5 guys on our team that could have made top 15 in the open 400.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
But I mean, it's once you get like the top 1 through 8. After that, it's like 1-2 seconds. Off.
Yep.
So
how does the qualifying work for you guys right now? Is it the top 2 in each event in the district,
and then the next 8 times or something?
Okay, see, we didn't have that when I was in high school. That's how the girls did it, but the boys just like it was you had to be 1 or 2 in the district, right? And I was like the 3rd fastest in the state for the 400. It just so happened that the first 2 were in a district, whatever district 1 or whatever it is, and I was like Jesus Christ, because that would have been my opportunity to win a medal at state.
Yeah.
Your boy went. I think I qualified for like 6 events and never medaled once. It's fun.
Yeah. it definitely, if you want to run a 400, Drake's the place you want to do it. It's just, especially at state, it's just the crowd help pushes you through.
What's your favorite or what's your fastest time?
48.39.
Jesus, that's definitely a school record, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I feel like that's gonna be the school record in most schools you go to.
Next year I'm definitely going for the state record for 3A, which is a 48.1.
Who's got it right now?
For the state, I don't know.
You don't know the names? I'd just put out a death hit on whoever had the number 1.
It was a while ago, like 19 something.
Okay. I feel like you're the nicest dude in the world who's ever won 3 or 4 events at the state track meet. Like, most people I know that are in the like elite athlete category are like, I just thought about the dude's name from 1988 who had the record before me, and I thought about how bad I wanted to kill him every day and just take down his record. So to hear that you're not going with that same strategy is nice, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I just really care about hitting the times that colleges want.
Okay, so is that the plan then? Going to college?
Yep.
What college would be your dream college to run for?
Arizona State.
Arizona State.
Yep.
Okay. Why is Arizona State?
Or
is it because of the chicks?
Yeah, I like that it's one of the bigger schools. Warm weather.
Huge. I think it's like the biggest school in the country, isn't it? Yeah.
Warm weather, and I just think it'd be good experience for life to go hang out, meet new people every day. And
you've been to Tempe?
To where?
Tempe, where ASU is.
I've not.
Okay.
I've never been further west than Nebraska.
Really? Barely. I mean, it's not too further west. South, but yeah, I mean, Tempe. Make sure you go visit before you get too excited about it, because unless you're dedicated to partying, it's going to be tough to be dedicated to school. I got a buddy who lives in Tempe right now, and I was just looking at a Snapchat story earlier, and he had like Snapchat story of 4 girls puking outside of a bar at 3 p.m. Things look rough in 10
Yeah.
today. Yeah. All right, man. That's dope. So like you want to go for track?
Yeah.
All right.
Track. I mean, it's like it's a lot less time consuming and stressful than football.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so I can get my schooling done too.
Yeah.
Even though my schooling's gonna be pretty easy because it's business. It's not necessarily med school or.
Yeah, college gets tough. Quick,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's a different type of tough than high school is for sure.
But yeah, my plan is to eventually own like my own electrician business or something.
Okay.
Like own that like hands on.
Yeah.
But I want to own it.
Yeah.
Because it's looking like the demand for those guys are getting higher and higher every year, and it could be some good money down the road. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if getting a bachelor's is the best way to like going straight into being an electrician, but
yeah, I mean, it's really because I kind of like already have like a friend of our family's already has a really good electrician business, and he's offering to have me come help run it. And
awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking about majoring in then?
Just like the entrepreneurship and.
Okay. Yeah, I got a entrepreneurship certificate from Iowa, and I tell people all the time that I think it was only like 6 or 8 classes or something like that, but it's by far the most useful knowledge that I got the entire time I was at Iowa. So I definitely, like, anytime somebody's like, oh, I go to Iowa, I say get the entrepreneurship certificate, because at the very least you understand what it is to run a business, and then that makes you a 10 times better employee just by the nature of the beast. Like, you know what an employer's expectations are and worries are and thoughts are. So being able to like reverse engineer that to what you're doing as an employee is pretty nice to have. So what other sports do you do? Track, football?
Yeah. I can't do baseball anymore because I can't throw anymore. And then my parents. I mean, it's kind of like me and my parents' decision to stop wrestling. I used to wrestle a lot.
Okay.
Just with my parents not being able to pay for college.
Yeah.
And it being up to me, and track being like my A1 sport.
Yeah.
They don't, and wrestling's right before track. They just don't want me to get injured before track. And
definitely. Yeah, I get that.
You know.
Yeah. You get a little bit of recovery time after football. It'd have to be like really something nasty to keep you out of track as a football player.
Yep.
And I agree with your decision on like not even worrying about football for college, because like track's harder than shit on your body, especially as like a sprinter. Like I'm sure you feel like the aches and pains like on a whole nother level. But football has like injury potential that you don't really have in track as much. You might get a hamstring or something, but you're not gonna hurt any bones to the point that you can in football. Yeah. So like, what got you into like? Were you growing up, like, were you all sports, or was it, like, was that what you were focused on as sports?
Yeah, I played everything. It was from baseball, football, to wrestling, to basketball, to soccer and track and this.
And what kept you, like, narrowing it down? Like, what made, you said track's your A1 sport, so, like, what made track that?
It's basically, like, what I was best at.
Okay.
Like, if I leave a team that I'm really good at and I'm helping out, that's hurting the team. And if I'm leaving something that, they're fine without me.
Yeah.
It's just easier to stop doing that one.
Yeah. I realized, like, I think I was a sophomore and I won an Open 4, like the first race I won was an Open 4 at Hinton. And I, like, went from not really liking track that much because, it's my first year. I go through, like, the whole winter, like the late winter, early spring practices, where I think we had like 3 outdoor practices before the first meet, and then I run an Open 4, and I won like a 56-second 400 or something crazy like that. And I remember going, oh shit, track sucks, but I really like beating people at track, And it's like, that's went from hating the sport to, all right, I'm on board. This is all I want to do now. So is that, I mean,
I love winning. I couldn't even tell you where my second place state medal is.
There you go.
Like,
that's what you gotta say, some crazier shit to people when you're crossing the line.
Yeah, I mean, if they worked for it, they worked for it.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm not gonna be not happy for them, but
I used to have the most disgusting strategy. I just my whole thing was I wanted to make it look like it was the easiest thing in the world for me, even though I was dying just as bad as everybody else. But you put in that off-season work and you got a leg up on everybody. everybody starting day one or whatever. And I remember crossing the line in like 400s, and like I'd always like make a point of like not looking like I'm breathing hard and like try, and I'd like walk off and act like I'm having a conversation with somebody immediately, but like I was just telling them like, oh, I can't breathe, I'm fucking dying.
I've probably thrown up 30 times this last track season.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it's weird because like I'll cross the finish line and I'll just feel amazing, you know, like I feel good, and then I walk off, I'm on the turf, and a minute passes by and I'm like, oh my god.
Nice.
So.
I never puked when I was in shape, but I'll tell you, there's like a few mile and a half that we had to run from the Air Force for our physical fitness test, and I think I puked after every single one of those. You know, just wait until you get that metabolism off and you try to be fast again. Things change quick, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I think half of it, I always drink an energy drink before, just because I just don't really get pumped up that much, and just an energy drink helps me get like the focus that I normally would get from like adrenaline.
Do you not eat much sugar in your diet?
90% of my diet is beef.
Yeah, that's a good way to be, man.
Yeah.
That's funny. You don't get that much adrenaline, like you don't get too much energy, like the emotions aren't really there for you.
I mean, state track, yeah.
Okay.
But just like regular meets, I don't know. It's just like I'm running.
You ever worried about whether or not you might be a psychopath? Like, dog, that's some serial killer stuff.
I mean, I get pumped up for football.
Oh, okay. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
I remember like that kind of being a weird thing, like at track meets where sometimes it's tough to even like, it doesn't even feel real when you're like getting down in the box and stuff. You're just kind of like, Jesus. It's especially when the weather's shitty outside, cloudy, rainy day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the sport where I'm like, oh, I want to freaking kill you, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's good. I'm glad it lives in there somewhere. Yeah. Who? We're still, Sergeant Bluff's still 3A. So, have you guys beaten Heelan the last couple of years?
Yeah, I've never lost to Heelan
in
my lifetime.
That's that Sergeant Bluff superiority. when I was in high school, we had like a dude who used to go to Sergeant Bluff and transferred to Heelan. I remember him texting me being like, "You guys are trailer trash pieces of shit who don't deserve to play on a football field. You're all disgusting cheaters." Oh, it's just take that yuppie shit back up, Hamilton. You know?
Yeah, I played that game actually with a fractured back.
Okay. You're still walking though. That's good.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna get worse. The pain was just really bad because I got like bent over a couple games before, and the ligaments just pull little pieces of my like bone on my spine off.
Okay.
So like the fracture wasn't on my spine. It's not gonna get worse, but it was painful.
I don't know. It sounds like something you might not want to have played with, but I applaud the effort.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's what's up, man. So, what's next for you? I mean, you're looking at track at Arizona State. Is there like, I haven't even talked to Arizona State yet.
Oh, you haven't? That's just my dream.
Well, just send them a highlight video. Like, hey, you guys want somebody who won gold medal in every one of his events he ran at state? Doesn't matter what state.
Yeah.
Maybe Rhode Island. I wouldn't be too interested in that shit, but Iowa's pretty decent.
Yeah. It's hard to compete with like the southern schools, just because tracks.
The SEC will scoop them up. You're all right.
They have tracks that are like their track programs almost year round for like 6A schools.
Yeah.
And it's just hard because we get 2 weeks before our first indoor meet in a high school gym. Yeah. And so it's.
I will tell you though, man. Like there's this. I remember I was at Iowa, and it was in an entrepreneurship class actually, and this teacher, the teacher's name was Joe Salentic. He asked the whole class. He was like, "So, when you guys are talking to future employees or employers, what do you think that they're thinking when they see somebody from Iowa turning in a resume?" And we were like the #1 party school at the time, so everybody's like, "Oh, they think that we're drunks. They think that we party. That kind of shit." And the teacher was like, No. He goes, "I'm not from Iowa. I spent most of my career working in California or something like that." But he said, like, when people see Iowa on any type of application, they, like, associate that with, like, hard work and outworking everybody else that's going to be on the team. Yeah. So, I like that. Yeah. Don't ever let that, like, not being from the South or whatever deter you, because that is, like, an actual attractive thing to any, like, employer, leader, whatever. People want people from Iowa because of their work ethic on their organization. Okay, yeah. And I thought it was kind of bullshit until I got a chance to work with like 50 people from Georgia, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, these people are lazy, man.
I have family from South Carolina and Georgia.
Yeah, they're probably lazy, huh?
Yeah.
I'm slaying. No, the American South is great. It's great down there.
No.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I really dig it. Like, that's nice. Like being able to, I guess like, be a part of a high school team at the point where like everything seems to be clicking pretty well in all the sports. How far did you guys get in football last year?
We made it to semifinals and I think we lost our first game at the Dome.
Okay.
But yeah.
We lost the game before the Dome, so yeah, never got there. Yeah, I feel like my grade was like the start of Sergeant Bluff being decent at sports.
Yeah.
Before us, it was I think my sophomore year we won one football game. That was, yeah, tough year. That was our first year at 3A, so.
Yeah, we haven't lost a home game at Sergeant Bluff in like the past like 5 or 6 years.
Nice.
Or something like that.
That's what's up. So what are you into, man? What is a high school kid these days? Like what's your out of sports deal?
Honestly, I play a lot of video games.
What's hot right now?
Siege has been out for 4 years, but I play a lot of Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay.
And I like the more like tactical realism games.
Yeah.
That actually require strategy.
Call of Duty not cool no more?
No, not really.
Oh my god. Last game I played was Call of Duty. I thought that was the cool shit.
Yeah, the games keep me out of trouble.
There you go.
For the most part. And then, I don't know, I just get to compete in games too. I just love competing.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate it. I like it. That's a good life skill to have, I suppose. So, I mean, I think we could probably wrap this up here. Is there anything else you want people to know? What can they expect out of you next year in track season?
I'm probably just going to run fast and turn left.
Run fast, turn left. I like it. Another 4-time gold medal. All right. So if you are listening to this and you enjoy what you hear, I would love it if you could like, share, tell your friends about what's going on, maybe add it to your Instagram story. Talk about Jorma to anybody who will listen. It's pretty crazy that the dude was a 4-time gold medalist. He scored, so that's 40 team points, right? I mean, you were a part of 10 of them, but you won 30 by yourself.
Yeah.
And then what's the second place team? How many points did they have at state track?
50 or something.
Shit, you probably would have taken like 3rd, 4th place by yourself.
If I just ran the 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 2, and 4, I would have gotten 7th.
7th by himself. That's crazy. All right, so tell all your friends about him. Is there anywhere that people you want people to check you out on the internet?
Just Instagram. It's Jorma Schwedler.
There it is. All right. Until next time, the Sioux City Show. Thank you.